Hi folks, I'm Johnnie Lewis. I'm part of the Two Old Farts Traveling Duo, and today I want to take you to a new destination, one that will exercise a select part of your body, your brain. For years we traveled full-time in an RV, and when I wasn't writing a book or a newspaper article or we had some downtime due to weather or a timed entry into a park or place to visit, I played Mahjong. It's been found to stimulate and exercise the brain, helping all of your cognitive capabilities, such as planning and memory. The purpose of this series of videos is to introduce the game to you or members of your family who are joining the ranks of that first part of our title page, the Two Old Farts. The videos will take you through the game step by step, so you can begin your own exercise regimen and keep your brain humming like the young old fart you used to be. And believe it or not, it's good for young people to learn to play too. Give the young'uns a chance to compete with you. As I said before, my name is Johnnie Lewis. I'm a wife, mother, grandmother, writer, and video game player. But I only play a few games online. I don't play the racing, war, and candy games, but I focus on some of the Mahjong games, especially one called Mahjong Slide. Once you play the game once, you'll realize that what the medical community is telling us is true, that these Mahjong games will increase your mental focus, memory, and planning ahead capabilities, because there are so many different ways that you can slide the tiles to achieve your desired goal. And the distinct advantage of this game over most of the other games is that there's no clock on this thing. That's true. There's nothing that rushes you through this game like some of those that will take away your points a little at a time just because it took you a little longer to think about a particular move. No pressure to finish rapidly here. And you can move your cursor on a tile or a stack of tiles, see what is under that tile. Don't tap the tile or it will move. Just move the cursor to the tile that you want to look under. Just look to the right of the play area, the view the hidden tiles area, as you put the cursor on the tile, and you'll see the tiles in that stack in the correct order from top to bottom. And before you get started, there are two places that I need to draw your attention to: the undo and delete strips at the bottom of the screen. If you accidentally tap a tile and it moves and you didn't want to move that tile yet, you can tap on one of the little squares in the undo section to reverse that move. Also, at the end of all that stage's moves, if there is a tile left over with no match to it, you can delete that one so you can go on to the next stage. But warning, don't use up the deletes if you don't have to, because if you forgot to check under a tile to see what tile is under that tile and it's hiding, then you accidentally touch more than one of that tile. Sometimes you'll end up matching 3 tiles. Since there are usually 4 of any given tile, killing off 3 at the same time will leave the 4th one by itself at the end of that stage. And you'll have to use a delete button to get rid of that last single tile. That's okay if you're just starting a game, but fair warning, toward the end of your game, when you've gotten over 150,000 points usually, and your number of steps have been reduced, they give you less steps as you get higher in the point system. You'll need all of the deletes that you can get, so don't use them up too early in the stage if you don't need to. Well, let's just jump in here and I'll show you a few moves to help you help you in making this game something that you're going to grow to love. For the most part, here's how to play. The object of the game is to slide 2 tiles together in the least number of moves to make them both disappear. Each time you move one tile to its matching tile and make them both disappear in one move, you gain 100 points per tile. That means at least 200 points per match if that match was only one move. But if you combine that one match of one move matches, followed immediately by another one move match, that second match will gain you 200 points per tile, so that it'll be a 400-point game. And each time that you continue to make those matches, each one of those matches doubles your number of points gathered. But make sure that you make as many of these one-move matches in the beginning as possible so that you can increase your number of points. Each one-move match made after another one-move match doubles your score. So make as many one-move matches together as possible to increase your score. I love getting as many as 1,400 points for a match because it's the 7th one-move match in a row. You can find some of these one-move matches easier by viewing the hidden tiles area to the right of the playing area. Don't forget that place. Then, of course, there are many moves after those one-move matches that will get you only 200 points per match. That's okay, they add up too. Now, each screen is full of tiles that you can slide together in a numbered stage with a certain number of steps that you're allowed to take to empty that stage. If you get way up there in the 150,000 plus number of points that you've gained, the owners of this site have decided that they need to reduce the number of steps that they give you to completely empty that stage. But that makes you have to be more diligent in your quote-unquote plan of attack, so that you're not wasting moves that don't lead to an immediate match. Otherwise, you'll run out of numbers of steps before you clear that stage. From here onward, I'll give bits and pieces of comments or advice as we move through the various stages. I'll slow down when I get to the crucial points, and then I'll speed up when it gets to where I'm just putting the cursor over different tiles, trying to see what's under some of the tiles, the top tiles, to see where I should go next. As you can see, step 1 starts with 26 steps available. But the next time you see this arrangement of tiles, the number of steps that you're allowed for that stage will have dropped to 21 steps. Not hard to get through, but each time that you hit this particular simple arrangement of tiles, they'll take away 5 more steps available. Even though the number of tiles is not reduced, it'll go down to 16 and then to 11 steps. The same thing happens with even the larger collections or stages of tiles, so get prepared. What we'll do is go through at least one of each stage of arrangement of tiles on this video, then go to another video for the more advanced stages. Read that to be those stages with less steps for you to clear the board. Your goal with each stage is to end the stage with the least number of moves, so that you end up with more points added to your total. Less moves equals more points added to your total. You need to plan on tapping on every tile that you're thinking of finding a match for, just to make sure that you're not wasting moves, therefore wasting the number of steps available to you. Personally, I haven't been able to get past 303,350 points because they keep reducing the number of steps we're allowed for each stage, but I'll keep trying. So, let's march on by matching on.